Perfect.
Here we go.
So in here, we have portals that take you to all sorts of different VR-enabled platforms made with different frameworks, different engines. It's a test of friction between disparate virtual platforms and worlds. And every portal is kind of in the order of the itinerary that we're going to go through in sequence. First from Hyperfy to Hyperfy. And on the other side of this portal is a portal back. So wherever we could, we added a portal back. So it's kind of like a web ring between all of them.
Hey, Jin.
Yeah.
So this is a proof of concept of moving across the 3D web or MetaTr versal, and this is all on the web, correct?
Yeah, all of the links here are WebXR platform links.
Excellent. So we're going to walk through the real world metaverse with Jen. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then we can talk about each platform as we arrive to that destination. So
before we go in the portals, though, I think this is the best time to talk about best practices. You know, like audio is the first thing that's going on in my head of, you know, when you go into these worlds and all of a sudden you might have audio that's automatically turned on there. And I think that's something of a conscious effort we have to make, because we're, you know, right now I'm not live, I think, in this world here, but you guys can hear me through Zoom. But if we end up going through these portals, that's something we need to be careful that we're not going to start to echo, right?
I agree.
Right? Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's serious.
I love it.
You can drag and drop a VRM right into the browser to change your avatar.
So any VRM file can replace those default avatars. Thank you for the tour, Jen.
Cool.
Yeah. So do we feel ready to go through the first one?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
So odd. My screen just went black. I'm gonna read.
And you are casting that from your headset, Jen?
I'm on desktop.
Yeah. So some of us are in headset and some of us are not. And that's a really interesting point to make here, that this this is WebXR, where you can be desktop based, mobile based, or in VR.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Nice.
so cool.
Cool.
This is so
All
fun.
right, what a great field trip. Everyone ready?
Fun.
Yeah.
How many of us jumped? All right. There's at least 6
here.
all jumped. So we walked through that portal hub, and I see a bunch of you have made the leap.
Oh my God, Matt Cool Loops is taking a drink of the margarita underneath. Get a picture of that. That's hilarious. Dulce. Hey, Dulce.
I just went into a world by accident that is literally, you just have a money gun and you just throw money.
So
Wow.
this is in Hyperfy right now, correct, Jim?
Yeah, we went between Hyperfy worlds. And does the VR mode people stay in VR, or did it kick you out?
It kicked me out personally, and then I just had to re-enter immersive mode again.
It looks really good in here. I like these clouds.
Fun.
Download complete. Okay.
Let's see, some of our VR users were able to jump cleanly and some had to restart.
Yeah, it seemed like a little speed bump, but overall not bad.
I got booted right out of the whole browser.
The whole browser? Oof.
Whole
Yeah.
browser?
Yeah, I had to restart the whole thing.
Miami. We're in Miami.
We are in a beautiful spot. I like this beat. We'll call it.
Whoa. Was I supposed to?
You should walk on the water. It looks really pretty.
Oh, yeah.
The water particles are really nice. The reflections are.
Thank you for giving us that view, Jen.
Is that you, Sophia? in
Yeah.
the water?
There's a line.
Yeah.
It works great with y'all's avatars in VR because you don't notice the bottom half.
So true.
Whoa.
Yeah, the
Oh,
water
okay.
covers our feet.
Whee! We're swimming
Swim
together.
party. Swim
So for
party.
everyone who's stuck in an
Jumping.
airport right now, here's a better alternative.
I'm jumping in VR. Whee.
What the portal is.
Uh,
Not bad.
it's not too bad. You can see the glitches if you pay attention, but
How do you get your menu in VR so that I can change my name?
Your frame rate's pretty good,
You
Jim.
have to go back, Alan, you have to go back to the non-VR mode in the
Okay.
browser and do it there.
Okay.
So I'm guessing frame rate for the VR folks is quite a bit lower than for the desktop folks.
It's not great, but. Yeah, the water is gorgeous.
It's okay. It's running about.
It's really flying along.
I think it would be different if it was in the Oculus Quest versus this Pro though.
It'll be fun to go through and do a test across different platforms to see what that looks like from one to the next.
Yep. Yeah, I can open up my FPS here in the world, which on 2D mode, you hit Z or tilde key to debug mode. I wish every platform would have that. We'll see. But
Way up there.
shall we loop back to the portal hub? There's a portal right here next to the bridge.
Where are we going now? We go this one, walk through this one?
So we
Yeah.
basically just go back to when we
Or
started.
back to the start it. Okay, cool.
Portal
Let's do
door.
it. See what happens.
I like these jumps. So
Yeah.
that's clean. It's just a little black screen.
Okay, so
The Hyperfy seems like a very clean job.
Mine freezes the image. And it's a bit awkward on the eyeballs.
It would be super dope to have like a wormhole animation every time you jump.
Yeah, right?
Let's do that. Nowhere does that.
okay, so mine did the same thing. It threw me back out. I had to go back immersive, but the link was there after it loaded up the objects again.
Page has crashed and been recovered.
Thanks.
What?
Ah.
All right,
Yep. So the one right next to it is Croquet.
let's do it.
Okay.
All right, and we have Codefraul here from Croquet with us too. That's
You need to give you a tour.
In Croquet.
All right.
Yay! Yay!
Croquet.
What looks like Los Angeles.
Oh, that didn't work out well.
Oh, well, this is a cool little park though.
Oh, I didn't get.
Yeah, I got booted out of everything.
I got booted out too. Where am I? Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh, cool,
The avatars are cute.
nice.
Croquet is cute.
As a quick tip, if you get booted out or notice anything, can you state which headset you're using?
Pro.
Okay. Quest 2.
There we go.
Oh man. I
Are
gotta-
there people in here? If you can
Oh, I'm
try
gonna have to go back to,
works, if the URL is correct.
Oh, we are
Gosh.
all
oh, wow,
characters from Alice in Wonderland.
yeah.
We're going to now.
Yeah, all our coaches
Some weird,
are-
crazy stuff going on.
It's definitely laggy for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Everything froze with the portal image on a Quest 2, and now I got booted out again. Shit.
Codefraul,
Which-
do you want to tell us a little bit of what we're seeing in here?
Yes. So one of the things I can do is I can gather you all around. So now you're all jumping to me. And if you keep moving, then you're jumping away again. But this little map, did you see here? That's live. So that shows the position of everyone right there. And it's kind of like a level map. And one of the things is that is not built into the system. This is just a live coded behavior that someone added. And if you follow me up the stairs here.
Whoa, this is running at like.
Did you move?
This is
did you
running at
move
like
us?
5 FPS, man. Wow. Oh, God, that's nauseating.
So back here, we have
Yeah, I wonder.
Following the Cheshire Cat.
Bigger
But it's going at like 5 frames a second, so I can only squint. Ah, it's painful.
Looks like it rebooted.
Oh, yeah, that does work.
Oh, God. Well, there we go.
But yeah, right. It's not,
Wow. If I turn my head left and right, I get all these black marks left and right.
Yeah,
Ooh.
same.
Is there a way to debug
Not
if
ideal, guys.
collision
I
stopped
can't
working?
do this anymore. Oh, God, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that maybe walk that
Stuck
way.
in
I'm
the
out.
Let's walk the other way.
I'm not sure if we enable debug in VR. If you are on a desktop and you click the menu button on the top, shift click the QR code. That's a little debug display, but it's not very informative.
wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Not that, not that.
Like
The
stuck
menu
in
button
the
on the right. Shift click the QR. There you go.
So there's frames per second, but that doesn't feel
There's a lot of rendering, like the purple, the magenta is rendering. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Bai has a custom avatar.
oh yeah.
Just picked one from the avatar selection.
Okay, anyway, so there's a little physics thing here, so that the pendulum in the middle here.
Stuck
Can
in
you
the
gather
ground.
again?
Oh, I can gather you.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Good idea.
I'll grab you here, this one. And well, you can push it, so then it starts swinging. And if we all kind of get the resonance frequency, then it will be nicer.
So you push it just by running into it? Oh, whoa.
I'm very, very
Whoa.
tall, I think. I'm not quite sure.
We just broke
This is what
that.
happens when everybody touches it.
Oh, crazy.
It's, oh
happens.
yeah, it's all,
You
it's
broke
all.
it.
those physics problems. All right. Yeah, computers are amazing. There you go. Look at all that computing power right there.
Other thing is, if you follow me down here, I'm gonna grab you again. If you follow me down here, there's a little thing where we demonstrate our live coding.
How are you flying?
I'm not flying, I'm just walking with the joystick thing.
I'm
Ah.
flying.
It looks like everybody's in the air.
Flying now.
Oh, there's a little car.
I just grabbed you, so that's a little race car.
Uh-huh.
And so this is a script that is added to the car, and right now the car is just going in circles. If you, yeah, and you can drag the world here. And one thing we can do, if you double click on the right code panel, then you kind of jump there. And what this is doing, that's the script that's applied to the world. So whenever I rotate this world, yeah, please don't edit right now. Everything is live. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's funny. Karen, did you go and edit the code?
No, I did not.
Sorry, that was me.
So it will publish a new angle thing. And what we can do here on the left, so if you double click the left thing, that scrolls into view. And then I can say, okay, I will edit the new angle behavior. I'm commenting out I just removed the comments there. And then in the setup on top, I will uncomment the first line, the last line, this dot subscribe scope new angle. You see that one? So I'm accepting this. And now, if I spin the world, I can control the car. So if you move back a little, you can see the car going in a different circle depending on where I'm going. And so that's just a little live coding demonstration.
So this is great for being able to do things together live where you're collaborating. And this is open source in the sense that people can make their own worlds based on.
It's not very convenient to do this in the world, but if you are actually connecting to the same world with your desktop, then you can use your whatever editor on your disk, and we have a little file watcher that's synchronizing the files with that. And okay, the last thing I would want to show is our own portals. So if you follow me again here, I'm going to go back up where the physics world was.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay, come here. There you go.
Wait.
And so
It literally shows that I'm alone in like on pavement, like in cracked pavement with grass growing in it.
okay,
Yeah, that's just the skybox. Everything
That's
else
the
got deleted.
starting spot.
Yeah, no, that's the skybox. You're literally the 3D models.
so,
It
yeah.
happened to me too.
oh, it's not loading.
No, like I can see the 3D world as like a really tiny thing, but I'm
There
all
comes the-
all that loaded was the there it goes. Now it loaded. You just loaded the
Okay. So I'm looking at this door here, and there's a little white knob next to the door. Yep, there. So when I click this door, that is opening a portal to one of our other worlds. That for sure likely doesn't work in VR.
But we can see on the other side, which is pretty cool. And I that's a nice effect of the door where
Right. So on the desktop, what Jin just showed in the
Ah, okay.
these are
is
layers.
the way this works is if you shift click on the full screen button top left, you see that those are two worlds that are where the upper one just has a hole. So if you are in this and now you move with the joystick, you can see those two worlds move in sync. And through the hole in the upper world, you see the lower world. And if you walk through that portal, we just switch those two iframes. And now you're in this other world. And once we walk through here, all of us, then now we're in a different world. There is no portal back at the moment.
Okay.
But I copied the URL of the previous portal, and I can just plop that in the middle of the room here. Boom. And so that's the portal back into the other world where we came from.
Were people able to stay in VR mode through that?
Yeah.
No, I had to switch back into VR mode.
Okay.
I don't think that worked. No.
Yeah.
I just read about that thing where I mean, it is literally two different web pages.
Oh, that's great there. There's your portal.
Yep. And so
you're in a microverse in the metaverse exploring multiverses.
right. Yeah, so we need to work on the like XR transitions. Okay, someone clicked the portal, which closes it. Oh, now it's opening again. Okay.
I'm gonna drop a portal to the Janus Web.
Right. Yeah, so we learned that the portals don't work in VR, not the way we're doing them, because they're based on layering iframes in 2D, and that doesn't work in XR. The other thing that doesn't work at the moment is iPhones crash. Like this normally works on an iPhone. Like if you scan the QR code in the menu, you can join with your phone. But having two worlds at the same time is too resource intensive. So that, yeah, I think the iPhone runs out of memory. All right, so that's the little Croquet demonstration. Did you say you made a portal back to Hyperfy?
Well, we're gonna go from here to the Janus Web world.
Yeah, let me.
Oh, there you go. That's a nice one. Perfect. I like that portal. So you just made them on the fly.
Hey,
Hi. Now off to Janus Web.
my desktop being a little funny here.
Wait, how do we get back? How do we get back from this world?
Which world?
There we go.
The world that we're just in. I'm just gonna go back in my browser. Never mind.
Wait, are you still on
Yeah.
the Croquet browser?
We are going to Janus, Janus Web now, which is a portal from Hyperfy. But yes.
At any point, we could regroup in Portal Hub.
I just
Okay.
walked through the portal and it spit me out the other end.
The portal hub appended some additional kind of parameters. I don't know if they came from Croquet.
So
that
wait,
may
I'm
be-
gonna-
I'm in like in a room by myself because of those.
I'll grab you again. So if you walk through this portal here,
Can't even move.
I'm gonna have
Yeah, I got stuck not being able to move for a bit too.
Yeah, I can't move.
Okay.
Yeah, it added parameters that, is that breaking multiplayer then?
I think so. I think we're all in like a unique room because
Oh,
the
yeah.
URL has unique
I
parameters.
see.
Interesting.
The other
Okay,
people
let's
here.
all regroup in
Assuming
Portal Hub.
it's gonna be
Let's
a
go to the
Croquet world,
Hyperfy
but you
world.
walk
Go
through-
back to the Hyperfy world.
I'm back in
Interesting.
Hyperfy.
I actually see somebody else in my world and I can move. If you just give it a second, you could scroll down and then move.
Janice?
Yeah, everybody
Oh,
portal back
oh,
to
okay, this
Hyperfy
controller.
and then walk into the
Interesting.
same,
Walk into the same portal,
yeah.
Janice, right?
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Okay. See, I see that.
Sensing is different depending on which platform we're discussing.
Uh-huh.
Look at Janus made their own portal scene.
I'm in the middle of an ocean.
Yeah. I see everybody up there.
Oh, I see everybody down there.
Yeah, I went down there and then I went down too far.
I've got this green glow behind me, but I can't seem to zero in on it. What does that mean?
So
Okay.
Neos, Anyland, we've
Whoa.
got a Unity world. Whoa, a very tall person. I think that's a very tall.
Yeah, there's a tall person there.
The clumsy snake.
I think so, it's a giant. I think they ate the wrong bean.
Clumsy snake. Oh boy. It's not-
Well, I keep getting even farther away.
I'm not too sure where I'm supposed to go, but I see everybody here. Just it looks like it's the ocean, right? Is that what everybody's looking at?
Yeah, yeah, I see everybody way up top, but yeah, it's the ocean.
Ocean, what is?
sky.
I don't
I'm in
see
the
an
middle of
ocean.
an ocean with the sky. Like I'm.
Yeah.
I see a black neon grid.
Yeah, and
So do I.
oh,
Yeah, I'm on my computer and I don't see anybody and I can't even move.
Interesting. So our VR people
A
definitely.
blue arc when I move my right thumbstick.
There's lazy puppy and the clumsy.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Interesting.
But I think we have our PC desktop.
Which one did you go into, Julie?
I went through Hyperfly through the wall. I followed Jin, but I'm here. But
I'm lost.
yeah, but I see
Yeah.
scary deer, clumsy, and lazy puppy. So whoever they are, and they're way below me. Like I don't even know how to get down.
Yeah, I'm experiencing the same thing.
Yeah,
very
I moved, I did some of the wrist controls and now I'm lost.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I think it's a
control
VR
tower.
mode thing.
If there's an XYZ, if we're thinking about it, that they're getting stuck at a higher level.
Yeah, like everybody's
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
low.
Which one did you just go in, Jen?
The neon green,
Got it.
black
I'm
neon.
gonna go back to Hyperfly.
And then where from there?
Go anywhere.
We could go to Croquet and kind of see what it's like to enter from the other side there.
I'm gonna go
Uh,
back and see what it looks like because I feel like that.
Let's do that. Let's see how it's like to go from.
So we're gonna go back into Croquet and portal into Janus through Croquet.
So what I did was I started in the Hyperfy. I went into Janus, and then there's a Croquet portal on the right. And yeah, now we're in the center here.
So that's a
Where-
tiny web brain. All right.
Wait,
Yeah,
where?
none of this works on desktop in this Janus portal.
That's what I'm finding also. I just walked right through it instead.
Yeah, you just got to walk through.
What
for
portal?
those.
The Croquet portal?
Yeah.
I'm in voxels.
Oh, Voxels doesn't have clicking, so we couldn't traverse out of it.
Oh, I'm stuck in it, I guess.
Oh,
It looks super cool though.
the Hotel California.
I'm in green fuse. They got a really cool.
Everything really is in the process because that's what distinguishes painting as an art form. Other art where the meaning is held elsewhere.
No.
In painting, meaning is absolutely held in the process of making the work. And so that can't be it.
Let's go through this portal back to the hub. So I spawned it in the Croquet world. And then we're all gonna regroup back at Hyperfy through here.
This is cool.
All right, let's regroup in Hyperfy portal hub.
Can we unmute you? Yeah.
All right, let's see how that
We,
works.
we would be skipping a bunch if we went to it.
Yeah, let's,
Do we want to do that or keep going?
what frame?
Right here? Right here.
Okay.
And time check, we're at about halfway point.
Okay. That's
Hello,
good.
Peter.
Perfect.
Browser.
Yeah, sure. This is a virtual concert. We're actually kind of rebuilding it right now for CES. But this is the giant space. We did a concert series for AWE and for SIGGRAPH. It was kind of a private event for a bunch of people. We've also done some Web3 stuff in here. If you actually go out the halls and out to the exits, there's like a ticket booth, and there's some colliders where you can concert gate in here. Yeah, you can see it'll play the playlist of volumetric capture that we've been testing out. We have about 45 minutes that we're going to show this week, including tomorrow and at CES, and then another 45 minutes. Yeah.
Liam, it looks so good.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we have a lot of, yeah, I dropped a link for the augmented reality version, which will work on a Quest 1 and Quest 2 really well. And yeah, we have more coming. This is an old build. It has dynamic lights. You can see we're going to be turning on the Web3 stuff again. We had turned it off because it was buggy and had security problems. And we're adding more animations for characters and things like that. Our animation kit is a little old. You can check it out. We have if you get into desktop VR, we got all sorts of post-processing and all sorts of crazy stuff. You should be able to click on people, add friends. A lot of stuff's in the works. We do this as a kind of a fun project. We have clients that have us build games like Putt Club and things like that. And this is stuff we build for fun. Everything you see here, we haven't made $1 on. This is just, and we're still trying to figure out how to make money with it. So yeah, please enjoy. There's a lot more out there. Tomorrow, we're going to try the concert in multiplayer augmented reality, and we're going to try out our kind of dollhouse 10-inch tall mode on the Quest Pro for the first time. And then at CES, we're going to be doing some of our 8th wall new stuff that we're doing with, we're going to do the same concert kind of shuffled with different special effects, and everybody's going to be 80 feet tall. We're going to try to put the concert behind the Bellagio at CES. So tomorrow night is us testing a lot of the systems as kind of a dry run for next week at CES. We'll also be doing a drinking game in our golf game around 9. And then we'll be meeting in our club, which you can see behind us, around after midnight. And Nathan Burba from Servios, who made Sprint Vector and Creed and all that stuff, he'll be DJing with us. So it'll be pretty cool.
Very cool.
Also, yeah, try the video chat, try the face tracking, try the screen share. There's all sorts of, try to bring in your own avatar. Let me know if it works. It should support all major skeletons. So yeah, if you go to the little icon on the bottom, You have to bring the avatar in like a special way because we're making drag and drop something different. If you hit the bottom center, not the one slightly to the left, there. Hit the little edit icon next to your thumbnail. We're changing this. It's not intuitive. Yeah, I know. It's terrible. You can search for avatars in the system, bring them in. This is all new. You should be able to upload them, link them out of your like pinned wallet. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Get it, and I just don't stop. Rushing discount Sean John with DC Jones, and they all look so wrong. It's ding ding dong. I put the wrong y'all. I mean it.
Yeah, we brought in all the Mixamo avatars. There's like a lot of Ready Player Me avatars we made. Yeah, we've been wanting to bring in the Daz 3D avatars. We just got a Relusion license and are going to make a bunch of high-end avatars. Really fun.
Is there a way to drop a portal here?
No, you have to do it from the editor. Everything's locked down right now. Sorry. Sorry, next time we'll get it better. We'll crazy how you let them folks tell you how you they go. Blood sugar running on high, drinking Fago. Man, need to get your life up. Mama told me get a job, so I picked the mic up. Tried to get up on the stage and they told me pipe up. So I did, now they can't help up with the kids. You know
Cool. I recommend we regroup so that we can get through all the portals.
Back to Hyperfy?
Yeah, the portal hub.
Yeah, so let's see what we've got here. So we've seen Janus, we've seen Croquet, we have seen
We're going into frame next.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this one.
So tiny.
our little web-based collaboration office. This is a really good little meeting room, by the way. I like this space a lot. So OMI Group, Open Metaverse Interoperability, where Jin and I collaborate, along with Metaverse Standards Forum, where many of us collaborate. Thank you for helping make these spaces available. I really love how Frame makes professional spaces look nice and clean and simple and easy to use on the web.
Frame's awesome.
Yeah, they really are. It's a nice, simple interface, and it's clean and great. Yeah. No, they've done a good job with this. So, framevr.io for those.
Oh, it'll double audio if you enter sometimes.
Oh, good to know.
Frame also keeps a really narrow band on what you can upload or not.
There's that double.
Double check if your mic is on in Frame.
Yeah. I used Frame for funerals originally. That was where I found it useful during the pandemic, was building memorial spots. But galleries and little, collaboration work zones and meeting offices for small groups, doctors' offices, I've seen doctors using it, if they need to create a lockdown space where they can meet people together. Yeah.
Which portal should we try first? Frame to Frame or Hyperfy?
Let's go Frame to Frame real quick so we can see that, and then we can Frame to Hyperfy back.
All right, it's right over here on the side of the wall.
Oh yeah, by our post-it board. Yeah, so in this space, there's a bunch of things happening here, and
I'm gathering everyone to me. Did it work?
Post-it boards where we've done some ideation in the past and strategy sessions, and now we're going to go to XR Women, which is also in Frame.
Oh, you got to click it.
Oh.
Wait, I lost you. I'm still in the
There's a wormhole looking experience, sort of ish.
original room.
It's Star Trek-y. All right, XR Women Museum. Julie, Karen, do you want to tell us a little bit of what we're seeing here?
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, are we there? Okay. Hold on, my world is just forming in front of me here.
All right. Yeah, we're just stepping into XR Women now. It's a beautiful purple-red space with visionary, and it looks like
I'm still in the lobby. I don't know where the space is.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, yeah, go there.
It looks great. I love it. XR Women has been created over the last 2 years to inspire our community and all communities that there are women working in the XR space. So What you see here on the walls adorned in this space are all the amazing women working in XR and who have spoken in the last 2 years at our 100 events. So we hope that you are also inspired by all these amazing women who are working in this space. So yeah, it's great to be in here in VR. Normally I'm here.
And you see on the end wall, one big poster there about our second anniversary
Did
party.
VR mode work?
Studios.
Yep,
It did work for in VR, but it took a little bit longer.
I'm in VR in here.
Without kicking out from frame to frame?
I went frame to frame without kicking me out, went right in.
Yeah.
With that portal transition, you
Yeah,
saw that
yeah,
too?
it did for me too.
Frame to frame.
Yep,
So
frame
we'll see if it does frame to Hyperfy, but it did frame to frame.
Yep.
How do you rank that transition, like with the animation you saw?
It took a couple of minutes just to form, and I kind of closed my eyes while things were kind of coming into play. But it didn't take me back to the browser page like the other ones did. This one was straight in. Yeah, no, it wasn't bad at all. I thought it just took a couple of minutes for the world to form around me, but yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And Julie and Corinne, y'all have events coming up that if people want to check out XR Women, like
yes.
Every
January 11th is our first event of 2023. It'll be on Wednesday, starting at 11:30 Eastern Time in the Immersive Learning Research Network campus in Virbella. So you go to the iLearn website or go to the xrwomen.com website to download the iLearn campus. That week, we're starting out with a brag fest, right, Julie?
That's right. Yeah.
So we want to encourage women to be able to talk up their accomplishments. And so we're gonna have a brag fest. We're gonna have Lisi Linares is going to lead us in figuring out how we can speak confidently about what we know and what we can do and what we know.
Nice. So it's a communications training as well as a leadership group for women in.
Oh yeah. We learning is an important part of what we do. We learn from each other every single week. Dulce's presentation, and you'll see her somewhere here on these walls. Let's see where.
I saw my
That's
thing.
cool. I think
I'm actually a little sad because I think I'm gonna miss that presentation. So I'm flying to MIT that day.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Reality.
Yeah,
Reality Hack
Dulce
is
was the winner
happening.
of our innovation award for 2022.
All right, so I think we're gonna head back to Hyperfy because we've got a couple more to go. I think 2 or 3 left.
Yep. Are we
This
just going
kitty
back?
is talking. It's really cute.
No portal, right?
Yeah, jump back to the Hyperfy link.
We're gonna go from Hyperfy to the one right next to Frame, which is VRLand.io. And this one has the updated link that has /in. So I think it'll be a seamless transition from Hyperfy to VRLand.
Creator on this tool has spoken at previous MetaTr versal events. He's not here today, but he has.
Oh, this place is cool.
We don't have a portal back from here, but if we could get some kind of feedback about how that portal transition was for VR users, that'd be useful.
Whoa.
Got it.
Sorry, which one are we going? Sorry, which one are we going into now?
It's right next to Frame. So I'll stand in front of it for a sec.
Some important points
Oh,
there.
yeah, this is
Some of
gorgeous.
these portals, all you have to do is do a light click and you're there versus walking through them. These are different UX choices. That
Okay, it's this one. Got it.
Yeah, I love it. It's really nice. I'm having trouble moving though.
Hold on, my world is transforming right now. Okay, so allow. And
And maybe I'll go back to the
And I do see someone in the ceiling, I think, or it did. Oh, there they go. Okay.
people coming down from the ceiling. Yeah.
Whoa. I'm in.
Sweet.
Are those hands working? Whoa. Okay.
Those are all VR users. They're all defaulting as dudes with white hair, it looks like.
Wow. It's so funny how we just keep transitioning into these different avatars. It's so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? You're just like flipping bodies like some sort of sci-fi movie.
Cool.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Wow, look at this place.
So it didn't kick y'all out. It
No,
was
well, I had to go to browser. It wasn't like the XR Women one. I did have to go to browser and immerse myself back in. So frame
light speed bump.
Yeah, light speed bump on that.
And you know what? This is
Where are we in? I'm in VRLand. Is that not right?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Why am I below the stage?
So pretty.
And I don't think Arnold is with us here today, but this
Love how everybody's got like, what have you guys, all the guys have like chain links on their belts or something?
yeah, they're all like kind of 90s dudes that you would see in
with white hair and pink ties.
That's me.
like kind of the yeah
What's that?
culturality.
I figured out how to change the avatar.
So
but-
why can't I carry my persona through these different worlds? Why do I end up being a different person in every single one of these?
Some of them have Ready Player Me integrations, but they don't necessarily make the handshake to know that from
No, so this is a challenge.
Well, this is part of identity.
Why we're here.
Right. Well,
Yeah, right.
the Metaverse Standards Forum, I saw them beating hard at the Metaverse Standards Forum. There is a group specifically around identity, which is separate from 3D asset portability, right? Because those are related but separate questions. So we're talking about identity when you're talking about carrying your avatar through. It needs to be attached to, you know, your username and all of that. And some people use wallets for that problem, right? But Ready Player Me seems to be attached to most of these worlds, just not all.
Can you not hear me?
We hear you, Vanessa. Codefraul, you're cool in here.
Yeah.
Awesome. I want Vanessa's out.
Cannot change my
I know,
name.
me too.
Nice.
Yeah, very cool.
Thanks, Cos.
But I'm moving backwards here. I have to, yeah, my movement is not right. Well, now it seems to be working.
Let's jump back into the portal hub. We've got a few more.
Back to the portal hub. Here we go.
We're gonna go next to A-frame, networked A-frame, and it's the most kind of basic networked A-frame scene where there's a few portals in there. We'll pop in. Mics will be on by default, just FYI. But it's a static HTML site with just a simple socket server. We fixed it. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Why am I dark?
So this was the walls.
Okay.
And Jin, who built this space that we're going into?
M sub 2 helped out, just basically forked a very basic networked A-frame example, added some portals in.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not seeing anyone else here.
You have to enable mic when you enter.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
Okay, so this is set up to be connected to your M3 servers.
No, this is statically hosted on GitHub pages. And yeah.
I think I jumped in the wrong portal.
Oh, interesting. So this would be closer to like what WebSpaces is doing.
Sort of, yeah.
Are we
So
going
which
into
one-
Hyperfy, Janus, or Croquet?
I
I have like 3 portals in front of me here.
Say Hyperfy, Janus, or Croquet. I guess we're going back
Hyperfy first in order. Oh, you got to click them.
Click. Walkthroughs.
So how is the transition from Hyperfy into the A-frame world in VR mode?
Taking me out into the browser, loading up my objects now.
Okay, so similar, just kind of kicking you out and then.
Yeah, same
Got
thing.
Have any of them
Oh.
cross-function? Because my understanding the feature for in-browser transition or in VR transition is only enabled within the same origin right now, which is why it worked for frame to frame. But has it worked successfully like between these platforms yet?
Behind a flag, it could. Yeah.
You want us to go back in?
Well, let's test. Let's go back from Hyperfy to A-frame and then go to the Janus portal and see if that one keeps us in. It's way faster after it's cached.
I feel like I'm a part of this massive experiment right now.
Yes, it's like SantaCon for avatars. We're jumping from Metaverse bar to Metaverse bar with our avatar outfits on. Ho ho ho.
Okay. No, but we're already in Janus.
Too, but I was in there very briefly.
So the same thing happened to me in Janus again.
Is
Yeah.
it sound
Maybe it'll-
This is on 1.4 too, so we did change it.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh,
it's
I just feel
cached,
like
the old
really
version.
puffy. That's weird.
Good to know.
Okay.
So I went back. Oh, you're moving there. I went back into Croquet.
From A-frame?
No, yeah, no, I went back in. Yes, I went back into Hyperfy, went back in, and then went
And
back.
I'm going back into Janus Web.
Yeah, Janus, I end up in the ocean again, and I've got.
Oh, I'm lazy puppy 886 apparently.
Oh, that was me.
Oh.
I was lazy puppy as well.
Okay.
I love those naming mechanisms. That's like
I don't know.
So far, let's recap.
Maybe that is you, Julie. Maybe that
This is
you.
Croquet, that we're back at Croquet. We have seen Hyperfy, Croquet, Janus.
One thing about Croquet, that's also a static web page, so you don't need to set up servers or anything. It's just a static website.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I think that is you, Julie. You're still there. You're still
there. Oh, well, I'm actually I'm heading back to Hyperfy because I'm gonna reset myself there. Because even
did you say you're hyper-fried?
I'm hyper.
All right, so okay,
How many more worlds we got? 2 more worlds? 2 more worlds, right? Because my head's
We went to Ethereal engine. We went to VRLand. Which ones do we have left? Which ones do we have left?
ImmerseSpace.
ImmerseSpace, yes.
If you go see
Chess portal. That's my room.
Hubs and ImmerseSpace are next to each other.
Hubs and Immerse Space. All right, so we have 25.
Which one are we going first?
At least 2 worlds.
Let's go to this wintry hubs world, and then we can
spend the last of it in the Immerse.
Okay.
And Ben, that might be a reasonable place. Ben, that might be a reasonable place to end the because you can take control of the camera and show us your view. Oh, I like what you did there. That was good. Nice portal move. So we are in hubs, and this is a little winter public.
There's going to be a portal hub. It has been unfinished but it's kind of similar idea to the Hyperfy portal hub, but more decorated.
I love that this actually reminds me of being in South America. The city hall in Colombia looked a little bit like this.
Did it have snow?
Inside out. It was inside out with trees, and it was indoors and outdoors at the same time. There was no.
Yeah, this was ported from a OG Janus lobby. It was one of the lobbies that connected a bunch of Janus sites and modified over the years. Pretty OG
like
area.
an old Second Life build from long ago is what it.
I see Immerse Space in here too, and open link. So that is there's a portal into.
Yeah. So this is a portal lobby, like a hub.
Okay.
Okay. So, but it's in hubs, and then.
Matt's showing some like portals and hubs like in this video.
Yeah, I just wanted to share this really quickly. This is some work from Manuel just a couple weeks ago. We had a hack week with the Mozilla Hubs team, and Manuel did this incredible, did so much work around this in 1 week. He got all this accomplished where he has sort of like a primitive we could use in Blender. He did some custom shader work, I believe, for this as well. And he had a demo, like a proof of concept demo. So not something that's on our roadmap right now, but it's pretty cool that he was able to come up with this just in a week.
I would be more inclined to use hubs if this were available. Like I have built maybe 20, 25 rooms in hubs, and it would be really fun to connect them. So yeah, this is great. Thanks for sharing the proof of concept.
Yeah, that's dope.
My whole
top secret sneak preview for you all. Unreleased.
Y'all have been blogging some good stuff lately.
Oh, no, this is happening, Matt. This is so cool.
This is really cool. Yeah.
Alan,
you look amazing in here.
Oh, you're an angel. Of course you are.
Did Hyperfy to hubs do the speed bump?
That is the trickiest avatar I've ever seen, Alan.
Let's try now this hubs world. Come over here to this corner. There's a Immerse Space link over here.
So this might go quite easily considering.
Uh-oh.
Somebody
deleted it.
The dreaded pinning issue.
What? What happened?
All right.
Open link, right?
Yeah.
I pinned it.
All right, open link.
Yeah.
Yes, and then we're going to Immerse Space.
I'm
one of Dulce's worlds.
All right, I'm stuck now.
So yeah, I made this room for the grants project. We made a chess room out of this, and you can play an actual chess game. And back here in the garden, I added the XR women statues, so they're in there. I'm actually going to do an update on this room. I worked on it this weekend, so I'm going to actually refresh the whole thing, so it'll be prettier tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not getting into it from hubs.
Yeah, we might want to go from Hyperfy if it's not.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
But this is a similar architecture in the sense that they should
Yeah,
be.
so if you want to play, like if you hit the little Mac computer here, you can play the white or the black, and they pop up. And yeah, so if I play black, now we can play. We're big giant.
I cannot join. It says no more free slots available.
Oh, let me
characters.
Yeah, because I jumped on to play the black pieces.
Ah, yes. And so you've built a couple of these chess worlds. I remember we went into your Wu-Tang Shaolin dojo.
Yes.
Yes.
I froze.
Yeah, I froze too. So.
Okay.
Whoa.
And Immerse Space is designed a little bit differently in that you were intending for these to be sort of membership or community experiences.
I mean, this is just an example of what can be done on MRSpace, but we have been building rooms and spaces for people that do all kinds of interesting things, like some for dating, some for working out collaboratively with teams and projects and things. Again, with Tiffany and doing the Unseen project where she was at a distance performing in the space with video. Tiffany Chenda.
And all of that.
Yeah, so art and yeah, so it's like just everything that you can just do with the space. And because we're on Mastodon, we're connected through the ActivityPub network, so we're able to have a proper friends list and follow each other through any website that is connected onto the Mastodon network that allows for interoperable interaction. So I can pick up gear from different websites and bring it into MRSpace.
Could I have my Mastodon account and attach it to an avatar and come and play here?
Yes.
So this is part of the Fediverse. I love that.
Thank you. Yeah.
How many polygons is this world?
This one is definitely a little over 50,000 triangles, I believe. It's on the heavier side. My vaporwave room was only about 20,000 triangles, all said and done, about 26 megabytes. This one is about, I want to say like 60 megabytes. But I actually just made an update and cleaned the textures off. So it's actually going to look prettier tomorrow. I just have to push it.
Amazing.
And so groups can come here and you can pick out, characters and play along basically as if you were in the Queen of Hearts garden in a sort of Alice in Wonderland.
Well, it's all about the multiplayer, right? And doing things like games together with other people.
Yeah.
Is 8 the hard limit?
The what?
Is 8 people the hard limit?
Of how many can be in the room?
Yeah.
Oh, let me see.
I can't.
Yeah, I'm in a room by myself.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
can't.
think
Hold
we
on a
have
second.
10 or 11 right now. So I think it's more like.
Well, it looks like
you've got
there's four
Oh yeah,
people
no,
in
my
the
room size, the room
Everyone
size
else
is
is in
really
one.
low. Sorry. I just made the room size bigger. It was really small. It was only at 4. I just put it up to 30.
Cool.
So yeah,
Right.
more people can come in now. Yeah.
So let's see if we can.
Yeah. Now I can go in because before I was
Yeah.
in spectator mode. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It was only because I was limited to 4. We limited to 4 because for the best experience while playing chess, and also because we have another version of this room, and the other version of this room is animated chess pieces. So that chess pieces are actual
Here we go.
characters that are animating,
Oh.
and there's a load with that room, and so that's why we set it to 4. So that number kind of transitioned into this room, but I just raised it. This is our basic room.
Yeah.
But we
this
have
looks
another
great.
room with
Yeah.
actual animated characters, like an animated queen and the knights, and they fight each other and they're on horses and that kind of thing.
Cool.
But I am not able to move in here again. Maybe I just need.
In the garden,
Garden
away from the castle, on the opposite end.
at the opposite side of the castle.
Dulce,
In the garden area.
are you viewing the world as a giant?
Mushrooms.
Yes, I'm the big giant up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why can't I move?
So there's here. Yeah.
Here we are.
It looks like a fun tea party, but
Oh, I see. Now we have 3 little versions of. So those 3 women in red, Jin, are our friends here, Karen and Julie and Sophia.
Yes.
Yep.
Our host for the Pollies in March.
Yep. And they host a tea party in the Alice room.
That's beautiful. I love it. You're such a great avatar artist. This is
awesome.
a long way since the first time I came in here.
Well, I'm stuck in the river. How do I get out?
Oh no.
This is
Maybe you can
several times
teleport
on
out.
this. I've been unable to move, and I've had to go out.
Babe, come look at me.
Yeah, I think we should transition to
You said so.
kind of like meta commentary about
Well,
all the
I muted myself on Zoom.
All right.
I forgot my mic was open and hugged.
Let's bring it back to
common golden
Hypefy and kind of take a look and see what we've hit, because now is a really good time to sort of regroup and see, because I think we've hit most of our intended portals for today. We've hit our space, we've hit hubs, we have hit the A-frame network space, we hit Ethereal Engine, VRLand, Frame VR, Janus Web, Croquet, and here at Hyperfy. I think that's all of our destinations that we've hit so far. Is that correct?
yeah, and a lot of these were made with Tree.js
cool.
for rendering. Frame VR is Babylon. CryptoVoxels is also a Babylon, but it's a one-way street for that at the moment. But any kind of like overall feedback as to the friction in between spaces that stands out?
So cool.
Yeah, I think for me, and it's happening to me again now, not being able to move, having to go out and come back in.
Do you think maybe you have something open, another application, or maybe some other tabs?
Well, many of them.
Yeah, you look to be in the floor, Karen, when you right now, like you're.
Yeah,
like,
that's, how's that?
I can actually.
It's like the z-axis in some cases doesn't quite know where it's supposed to be. I'm not sure which engineers from these different teams are here, but do you want to speak to any of the sort of crunchy things you're discovering in this process as you explore how to get this working in your own platforms?
Well, I can say something about Croquet. So the portals that we have in there, they kind of require to have another Croquet world at the other side, or something that speaks our protocol. So they could, in theory, work with other worlds. It's the implemented protocol. But because that's somewhat more friction for others to do, we also have URL links where you just click on it, or you walk through it, and then it just jumps to that place. That is easier to do. And we haven't really tested the staying immersed yet, or even coming into a Croquet world to have that flag where you automatically enter the XR session. There is that flag, I saw that, but we haven't implemented that. So I think that's something we should do for sure.
Can you talk a little bit about that? The API you have, is that like a post message based thing, or how would you?
It's post message based, yeah, I meant all year to write it up. I haven't. But basically, what it does, it's just sending, like, if I'm entering a space, our shell moves that iframe to the top. So your world would be on the top now, and it receives a message that has information about the avatar, and that contains the position and the orientation and a GLB link and like various metadata about the avatar, so that you can actually keep the avatar the same when you walk through. And right now we're only supporting GLB. I want to look into VRM, but I haven't had time yet.
The jellyfish and starfish.
So it sounds like there are some issues there that going back to projects like Metaverse Standards Forum in terms of how do we get our protocols to work well together, some of that congealing, and then some of it's in person, these sort of hack together sessions that we're having here, where we need to figure things out between our teams or between engineers.
One very simple thing would be, like, even like post message is already quite involved doing that kind of thing. If there was just even a standard for like the URL arguments to kind of keep your avatar, like having a default avatar or even your name, you know, if that was the same and was the same throughout those DOMs, that would already help.
I think there's a kind of a balance between the convenience of that and then the, I don't want to say privacy, but you know, sometimes there's a platform that you use that kind of you maybe use your own personal avatar, and then if you hop out to some other non more, you know, open, like not open, but one that you wouldn't necessarily want to use your primary identity on. Yeah, I think there's a lot of just questions about how you handle those situations if you're just passing things.
Yeah.
We're also taking a look at this from a personal standpoint, which I know working with enterprise and business, there's so many layers deep that they would have to cross permissions. Like we're not even connected to enterprise systems or anything like that right now. So, you know, think about that if we're having problems just, you know, with our personal emails and personal traversing, but stick on a load of enterprise policies and procedures and compliance levels. That's going to be a huge mountain to get through.
And Julie, we should probably think of these places like public malls where it's everyone, but especially 13-year-olds that we need to be thinking about in our design process, right?
Absolutely. And for any kind of experience, whether it just be going into other worlds, playing games, buying things, you know, there's a lot of things to consider, and companies will need to go through to build the best practices and, you know, reporting strategies behind the scenes.
So on the best practices side, this is probably a good time to say, jump in on places like Metaverse Standards Forum if you're interested in the identity questions or in the 3D asset or avatar portability questions. Some of those are being addressed there. You're welcome at Open Metaverse Interoperability on Wednesday mornings and other times throughout the week where different working groups are working on aspects of that spec. Jin, also with M3, when do you meet? When could people find you to collaborate in terms of your work?
The most relevant meetup would be the Avatar Interop group, which meets every Tuesday at 8 Eastern PM.
So VRM, portability of avatars, everything related to interoperability in the avatar.
Yep, I posted a calendar. Yeah. Go for it.
And thank you for that great tour, Jen. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Jen, for everything you did.
No problem.
Yeah, thank you, Jen.
Historical moments, I think, is a good term.
We see you. Yeah, we see your windows.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay.
There we go. I see some dancing.
Oh, there they go.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
That's great. Yeah.
Yep, that's really cool.
So I forgot to ask when they were there, was this a meta stage performance or was it in like 4D Fun? Do you know where they captured this?
Well, this was we did this at this one was at the GSU stage. A couple of these were at the GSU stage. What was it? Some were at the GSU stage. Some of them were on a mobile Rococo.
Okay.
We have some meta stage stuff somewhere that we bought. We license this through Wild Capture, plus I have some of my own. Yeah, we have a bunch.
The team at 4D Fun has been filming a bunch of music videos as well, and so I know that there's.
Well, I really want to talk to anyone and everyone who has volumetric, because it's very easy to convert this stuff into our open source standard. Sorry, the kids aren't at school.
Perfect.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And we lost you, Ben. I'm sorry, we lost your screen.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the old version. The new version's great. It actually looks better with 8th wall, but runs better with the Quest and Web and WebXR.
Oh, okay.
But,
so it's
yeah.
an 8th wall integration that you did on the AR side.
We have 8th wall and WebXR. So if it detects WebXR, it uses it. If it doesn't, it falls back to 8th wall. So yeah.
Good luck on your event tomorrow.
Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot. It's like we actually really want more volumetric. So we'd love to do more if people are down. I know there's like hours and hours just sitting in vaults, and I'm trying to coerce people to let it out.
I'm trying to work on better scanning tech right now, so I totally understand. Well, this has been an amazing 90 minutes. I think we are about at time, and we hit all of our intended goals. So thank you for sticking with us and for making this kind of journey. Yeah, Jin, thanks for joining us. And for those of you who are not in the Zoom but joined us in various worlds, thank you for making time to be in whichever worlds you were able to join us for. From all of us, Ben and Jin, thank you for organizing. This has been fantastic. And Julie, are there any other thoughts you have going out as we're bringing this back to you?
It's funny, I was thinking this morning, Ivo, it's been a year since we had that MetaTr session, and look how far we've come in just a year with like all of what all of us here have done. So cheers to an amazing 2023 year ahead. I think this is only the beginning. As we said, we're only just trying this out personally, not from a business or a corporation. So we've got a lot of questions to answer and keep discovering and innovating together. But I think it's just amazing that we can do this together, and it's a great collaboration. So thank you, everybody. And yeah, cheers to 2023 and wherever MetaTr will take us.
The metaverse is being made in real time because people choose to collaborate, and that's AR, that's VR, that's XR, that's on the web. And I'm so grateful for all of you and for all of your hard work. So for those of you from those at least 8 or 9 different worlds that we went to today, thank you for your hard work in making those spaces possible. Codefraul, I see you in the window, so thank you for giving us Croquet and the open source space. And you can download Croquet and play with it, right? You can just jump on GitHub and make your own microverse, right?
That's right, and you can deploy it on GitHub Pages or any static web server. So
excellent. Well, I hope some of you out there will go out there, make your own worlds, connect them to each other, make your own 3D web rings, and send us the link so we can come and jump in them. So I'm sure we'll be back here again with you for a future event, whether that's at AWE or the Open Metaverse Conference or sometime coming up, and the Polys, March 5th, right?
Yes.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Liam, right?
Come see me. If you're going to CES, come find me. CES Metaverse Nights. We'll be with Brett Leonard and Lawnmower Man showing off new stuff.
Oh,
Nice. Make sure you share it out.
Yeah, put that URL on.
Amazing.
See you in the metaverse, everybody. Have a great day.
Everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks, everyone.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
See you later.
Recording